I am stranded at the world border, 30 million blocks away from my world. Eventually, I will get home. I just don't quite know how. I have limited resources because all my items and farms are back at home. And right now, I have no gunpowder and no firework rockets, which are pretty essential. But don't worry, I could just go ahead and build a creeper farm. Never mind, I have a shulker mob switch at spawn that disables all other hostile mobs from spawning. Well, I've also pretty much run out of obsidian, and I'll need that for a lot of farms. So I can just go to the end and build a wither-based obsidian farm using the end platform. Oh yeah. Strongholds stop generating after 24,000 blocks, so I can't get to the end. Well, if I'm ever going to get home, I'm probably going to need a machine that uses slime blocks, so I'll just build a simple slime farm. Oh yeah. Slimes won't spawn due to that stupid mob switch. Man, at this point, it kind of feels like this is the peaceful challenge. So today, I'm going to be building the rarest and most obscure farms that no one would ever normally build. I'll start with gunpowder, and since creepers are off the menu, I'll instead need a lot of obsidian. But since going to the end is also out of the question, I'm going to need a load of lava. And to get all of that, I'm going to use dripstone to make a lava farm. Come on, buddy, it's time to go and die in a cave. I mean, find a load of dripstone. That is called foreshadowing, because sadly, Buddy will die in this episode. So there isn't really an easy method to find this cave. We just have to go underground and hope that we find it. It's also very annoying that I have no firework rockets, but at least that means Buddy can keep up with me this time. Whether that's a good thing remains to be seen. I really didn't think that I'd own an elytra and have to go and travel around in a boat. But hey, at least it means that my dog can stay with me, and he looks very happy about that as he nods. Aha! A shipwreck. These do have a chance to contain gunpowder, which would be handy right about now. Paper and iron and emeralds, not really what I want. Although there is two more right here, with nothing useful in this one, or this one as well. A desert pyramid. Now you wait here, buddy, because I've seen way too many disasters of people bringing their dogs into these places, and it all going very, very wrong. And at the bottom, we have gunpowder. That's very, very good. More gunpowder. Even more. What about the book? Okay, I'm not too bothered about channeling. Okay. That is going to be so helpful, because combined with the paper that I have in this shulker box, I can make 1.5 stacks of rockets. Of course, I am eventually going to need way more, but at least it means I can explore the world quite a bit easier. And I'm also going to repair this pickaxe before it breaks too. This looks like a pretty decent sized cave to me, and hopefully it connects to some dripstone. No joy so far, but hey, diamonds and lava. Buddy, don't go near there. We don't want you having an accident and dying this episode, do we? Because that's definitely not going to happen. You'll survive the episode, won't you? I'm literally patching up any lava I see, just in case, because I know how stupid dogs can be in Minecraft. And dripstone. Okay, buddy, be careful. All right, there's a big drop. A big drop with diamonds at the bottom. Right, this is exactly what we need. I'm going to carefully go down. All right. Where did he go? Okay, you've made it. Now to get the good old diamonds, that's it. Yes, I am releasing a Diamonds Are for Peasants t-shirt, because they're absolutely everywhere. Some there. And then we get to work collecting the dripstone. It has to be said, mining these roof ones with Buddy around is kind of dangerous. Especially when he stood directly beneath me like that. I didn't realize it was there. Don't feel bad, Buddy. Even Clownpius died from dripstone. So it really does happen to the best of us. Anyway, at this point, I think I've got enough. 13 stacks, which is surely all that I need. So I'm going to try and find my way out of here and then fly back home. And as I head back, I can't help but think about my real home. The one that is millions of blocks away. Because right now, I can't go there, but you guys can. Because I've released an updated version of my hardcore world on the Bedrock Marketplace. It has all the builds that I've done, as well as various quests to complete as you explore. It's up to date to 7,000 days because Microsoft took 6 months to approve it. I don't know why they're so slow. And this has way more stuff in it than the last hardcore map I released on the Bedrock Marketplace. Every dimension is there, all my farms at spawn, and also all the builds and farms that are really far away too. So I hope you guys enjoy it. The link is at the top of the description, or just search SP737 in the Bedrock Marketplace store, and you'll be able to find it. And now I'll fly back to my temporary house, 30 million blocks away from there. It's great to be back. All my dripstone can go into here. And now for the rest of this lava farm, I'm going to need a lot of cauldrons and a lot of buckets. And what do you need to make loads and loads of them? Iron. And granted, I have a decent amount of it, but I'm not convinced I'll have enough. So in order to build a lava farm, we're going to need an iron farm. The only issue with that is I need hostile mobs to scare the villagers to spawn iron golems. And no hostile mobs spawn in this world. So, yeah, it's time to try something else. You see, whilst no hostile mobs will spawn, that doesn't mean that I can't access some of them. Because drowns, evokers, and vindicators can all still spawn inside structures. So I'm going to try and find an ocean ruins with a bunch of drowns. Aha, there's at least 2 over there, which is perfect. And the safest way to transport them is probably if I can give them fire resistance. So first of all, I'm going to transport the villagers over there to this patch of land. Realistically, a boat is probably the easiest way to do that. Alright, villager, I want you to go to that cauldron and... Buddy, what are you doing in the boat? Leave the poor villager alone. Mate, it's here. Your job site's right here. I see you wish to be awkward. Well, it will not end well for you. Or maybe it will. I mean, it looks like he knows where he's going. So I shall just go ahead and kidnap somebody else. And this is somebody that actually listens to me and goes where they're supposed to, too. That's 1 successfully at the hole. And also now 2. Why'd you insist on being in the boat with me? You know what? I've just got to fly home now. Then shear some sheep, craft beds, farm a load of crops, and let the villagers do their thing. Yeah, buddy, you should probably stop watching right about now. What on earth? Wait, is the child dying? Somebody should... My goodness gracious me. I don't use the term hero lightly, but I just saved your life, little fella. Now get in the boat and stay there. And in the meantime, I shall add the rest of the needed items for the iron farm. It's the very reliable but very effective design by ENX04. Super quick and easy to build, but boy, does it work well. Oh, it's happening again. Well, at least this time you're okay. Well, it's coming to night time. So come on, fellas, this is your big moment. Into here you go. And he is in the boat. Now to add a few beds. Tell Buddy to stop staring. Come on, boy. Just look the other way. And now that I have 5 villagers, I just need 1 more. I'll also add some lava right here. Refill the bucket. And build this entire setup a second time. And look at that. I accidentally built a wandering trader farm. Would be a real shame if somebody was to put some lava right about here, wouldn't it? I don't use the term hero lightly, but hey, you walk into my iron golem farm. What did you expect? Both of them are now set up. I can get these villagers down there, which means this farm is now in operation. And I've just got to wait for these guys to become adults. And whilst I wait, I'm going to go ahead and build a couple of chunk loaders. These guys are also adults, so I can drag you into the pit of doom. It's not really a pit of doom. It's actually a very stable career for these villagers. And that is all of them successfully in the farm, which means thanks to the chunk loaders, I can leave it running in the background, getting me loads and loads of iron, whilst I go ahead and begin building the next farm. And we may have started with the simple and easy iron farm, but as the video progresses, the farms will get more and more complex and obscure until the final one, which very few players have ever built. And right now, I'm working on gathering up all the resources for a lava farm. Everything that I need is right here, except for 11 packed ice, so I think we should fly through the rain and see if I can somehow successfully find packed ice. Not on this snowy mountain, although this one looks much more promising. So I'll mine a bunch of this. I only need 11 pieces. And then I'll fly across to my iron farm, which has got me 45 here. And way more in this one. Something tells me that maybe the chunk loaded position of this is not quite right. Oh, it's probably because half of the farm is outside of the chunk that it needs to be. Yeah, that explains it. So I shall turn it off, mine it up, and rebuild it right here. There we go. That is job done. I can craft all of the needed cauldrons. And now it's time to get to work and get busy building the lava farm. I'm going to build it in this spot about 50 blocks high in the sky. And the reason for this position is because I will be hooking it up to a wither-powered obsidian farm eventually. Right here I'm just building the collection system where all the lava buckets will go. And the whole machine will require quite a bit of water. And this right here is the redstone part that will keep dispensing me buckets as I collect the lava. I suppose it may look a little bit complex, but it's really just the same thing repeated over and over again. This right here is the rail system that the player is going to be riding around on. And it's also going to include waterlogged rails to slow the player down just enough so that I'll be able to collect up all the lava I need. Now to add in all of the cauldrons, the dripstone, and finally after crafting a load of buckets, I can collect up and place down all of the lava. And there we go, it is mission accomplished. And now I must grab a load more iron to craft the needed buckets that the machine will use. And from there, there's not really anything more for me to do. I just hop into this minecart, and then I just hold right click and look at the feet of the cauldrons. And, okay, whoa, that's not part of the plan. I think I probably need to stock the machine with a few more buckets, although at this point, it does seem to be keeping up. And it does seem to be working quite well. The design is by RAREST, and it works so well. And already the lava is flowing in nicely. So that is another farm complete. I don't know why I've made Buddy just sit outside like this. I'm sorry, mate. I should bring you in. You'll never die just being sat around. You should have been with me when I was collecting lava. That'll get you. There you go. Safe and sound on your bed. And in order to get all the iron I need from that farm, what on earth is going on here? I was about to say I'll still need this to produce a load of iron, but loads of mobs have just spawned. It must be one of those sieges because the game thinks I'm at a village because it's an iron golem farm. And I tell you what, these mobs are actually quite rare. So I'm going to dig a bit of a hole. I'm going to temporarily block it up. And I'm going to place down a load of boats. Now, the sun is rising, so I'd better hurry up with this. Guys, what are you all doing over there? Well, they went back to the golem, didn't they? They thought they could win. But alas, they could not. But at least this room is ready, should that ever happen again. And whilst I wait for this to produce all the iron that I need, I'm going to build 2 more simple farms that are necessary for the rare ones that I'll build later. The first one is a bamboo farm, so I can get loads of slime. And the second one is a sugarcane farm, so that I can get loads of rockets. Because to be honest, I'm sick and tired of constantly running out of them. Building these is going to require a load of redstone components. And why are the turtles in the cave? What's going on? And what do you guys do? Don't look at me like, sorry, am I interrupting something here? Well, you've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Cave turtles, a new Minecraft feature. Apparently found only at the world border. But yeah, plenty of redstone items are needed, so I shall get busy crafting. That should be all of it. And I think I'm going to make use of these rooms underneath my house. So I reckon in here I can put together some sort of sugarcane farm. All the items will converge in this spot right here, where this chest will then collect it up. And here I just need to add redstone behind every piston with stone above, so that if a sugarcane grows, that correct piston pushes it out. Some bricks on top will make it look nicer, and adding glass will ensure that when the sugarcane breaks, it doesn't just fly off anywhere, and instead it goes down there like it's supposed to. And so whilst that's going to be passively bringing me in loads of sugarcane, now for the bamboo farm, I'm actually going to use one of the most useful blocks, which is mud. Could have done this for the sugarcane one, but I don't really need a crazy amount of paper in comparison to the amount of bamboo I'm going to need for the slime farm. So whilst this one is going to be more expensive because it requires loads of hoppers, it's also going to be much more reliable and less likely to break. I've also brought Buddy back into the action. Don't make me regret that, dog. Please be well behaved. And from here, I'm going to tower up a bunch of observers. And if not, I'll just have to give him a timeout. And the way that this works is once the bamboo grows to the top, the piston breaks it, and the hopper can pick the item up because the mud block is not a full block in size. And the only thing that really needs adding now is a glass wall so the bamboo doesn't escape. And glowstone underneath will just make it look nice. Whilst doing those projects, I managed to get so much more iron in. Let's get these hoppers loaded up. Buddy, what are you doing? Whoa, don't fall off. Don't go in that. Just sit down. I do not want you to die. In fact, I'm going to jump off. You can come here. You can sit. And I can safely get back to filling up these hoppers. Didn't you read the script? You're not meant to die till later in the episode, so I get better audience retention, okay? In fact, you know what? Just sit here in the house. Don't go anywhere. And now it's time for me to jump into this minecart, look at the feet, and just keep collecting up as much lava as I can. This gets about 2,400 per hour. I need loads to power the obsidian farm, so I might as well just keep going. And at this point, the machine has run out of buckets. As you can see, I'm not picking up anymore. And in a pretty short space of time, we are overrun with the stuff. That's fantastic. We can convert all of this into obsidian. And in order to do that, I'd better gather up all the resources to build a single dimension obsidian farm, which is pretty obscure. Everybody else always builds them in the end. I was going to build this super cool wither-powered obsidian farm by Redstone Warper that gets you 18,000 obsidian per hour, but then I realized that this lava farm only gets 2,400 lava per hour, so a wither-powered one is really overkill, and instead this design by El Mango is the way forward, because it converts almost 2,000 lava into obsidian anyway. I'm trying to build farms to help me survive and get back home, and not build the most epic and OP ones. I can build this lava to obsidian converter somewhere down here, but first I need to gather up all the redstone items. And that is everything I need in this shulker box, except I need 5 sticky pistons. But to get those, I'm going to need slime, which aren't going to spawn. And I'll also need honey blocks. Now, I feel like honey blocks is going to be the easier one to get. So I'm going to take this silk touch pickaxe, and I'm going to search the land for as many beehives as I can find. And yes, of course, that means I'm going to make a load of bee jokes. It wouldn't be an SP video without it. So as we go down here, let's be very, very careful. Also, there's gunpowder here. That's great. And whoa, a nod chapel and string. Even better. That's actually very, very useful. Although apparently I've left my ender chest somewhere. Are you kidding me? Not the first time I've made that rookie error. And now I can go back to being very careful because I don't want to buzz any of those bees off. Look, this guy's, he's frozen. It's like he had BTS. All right, you know what? We've had enough. Just get the nest SB because nobody wants to hear your awful bee jokes. I've got 6 now. That should be enough. And I'll grab the string from this mansion just so that the cats and striders will stay safe. Now, I hope you don't mind, buddy, but I've decided to use your room as the bee breeding room. Yeah, it was just the only practical place, all right? Something tells me he's not very happy about this. Oh, now you're looking at me. Anyway, guys, we've bred all of these. And in the meantime, I'm going to craft a load of dispensers, droppers, and hoppers to be used in the farm. I'm going to build it where these chunk loaders already are. Then the bee farm will always be working. And I'll place down all 8 droppers like this. The hoppers go in between, the sheep has to get out of the way, and then the dispensers finally go round like this. Then I just need flowers, blocks, and dirt with walls on top, and then I can add in the nests, and the bees can be released. I also just need to add a tiny bit of redstone, and it is done. The farm is now working. It can be filled with a bunch of bottles, and as you can see, it is getting me honey. So that's one of the problems solved for an item that I need. And so now I need to work out how I'm going to quickly and easy get a little bit of slime to make 5 sticky pistons. Sorry, buddy, you can have your room back now. I hope you feel better. But yeah, in order to easily get some slime, I'm going to build a wandering trader farm. The reason for that is because they have a small chance to trade you slime balls. And whilst later on I will be making a much better and much more sophisticated slime farm, for now this is going to be a perfect little quick fix. It's going to require me to fill up all of these shulker boxes with netherrack. So I'm going to take the opportunity to grab XP for my pickaxes and to also gather up some ancient debris. And this should be enough. Every shulker box is filled, which means I can now grab the other needed items for this farm. The torches and the glass were pretty straightforward, and I need 24 obsidian, so I'm just going to break 3 ender chests to save me some time. On top of that, I do also need a bunch of wood for oak trapdoors, and if I use my shears to get seagrass, then I can also get turtle eggs. And finally, a bell. I have to go ahead and steal the villager's bell. Sorry about that, mate, but it's for a good cause. And I'm also going to go ahead and saddle up this camel, because I've run out of firework rockets, so yeah, this is my life now. I'll definitely be glad when I don't have to worry about hunting down ghasts anymore. I've now got every single item that I need, and it's going to be built over an ocean, so I was thinking that this could be the perfect spot. So I'll start tiring up with netherrack, build a nice little platform with a portal attached to it, and flowing water which will push the traders into the portal. And this right here is the portal on the other side, which all being well should connect up nicely. Yep, indeed it does. A turtle egg right here means that any pigmen that spawn will just walk and fall down. This bell right here will make any wandering traders try to walk to it and they'll fall down because of the trapdoors. And so all that's left me to do is build a massive netherrack platform that they can spawn on. And it's also going to need to be lit up by torches too, as that'll stop any pillager patrols from spawning. And it is done. It might not be the prettiest of looking farms, but it's functional, which is all that matters. And all I need to do is AFK in this little spot here where I'm very, very safe. And on average, every 2 to 3 days, a wandering trader should spawn. Then he'll walk to the bell, fall in the water, and head through the portal. I'm optimistic that it'll work as intended. And in the meantime, this has been getting me loads and loads of honey bottles, meaning I have the 4 honey blocks that I need. And so all I have to worry about now is getting the slime from the wandering trader. So I'll chill on this platform for a bit and see how many we get. And I think I've spent long enough here. I've been popping in and out of this portal. And as you can see, wandering traders have been coming through. I've been taking out the llamas as time's gone on. And I believe it was on this side that I spotted him. One of them does sell slime. There he is. We found him. So yes, you can see 4 emeralds for 1 slime ball. I could probably void trade with him, but by the time I've set that up, I'm worried that he will despawn or something stupid. So I'm going to buy them. We managed to get a grand total of 5. Amazing. And there is one also selling gunpowder. Let's go ahead and buy 8 of those. On this side, another one selling gunpowder. And that's about it. Yeah, 5 slime. It's going to be enough to make what I need for now. But I will need to make something a lot faster later in the video. And whilst I was at the wandering trader farm, this was working away, getting me loads and loads and loads of these honey balls. I mean, just look at them all. And on top of that, I've got loads of iron. I should turn all of this into blocks, just to save on a bit of space. But that should give me more than enough buckets for the lava farm. So I feel like progress is pretty good. I can craft these into honey blocks to restock the glass bottles. And now with the 5 sticky pistons sorted, it is time for me to build the obsidian converter. And after all that, there's a wandering trader down here. Hey, I know where your people are. Now, don't disappear on me with your milk. What do you got to... Okay, well, you know what? We don't need people like you in this neighborhood. Or you guys either. All they do is just clog up the land for no reason. There isn't really much to explain here, but the reason we've got waterlogged stairs is because lava is going to be dispensed here, and then the waterlogged stairs will turn it to obsidian. And a sign here will make sure that nothing flows out. And the game basically detects when one piece of obsidian is broken, and then makes the other one to be an obsidian, so that you're just constantly mining, making it as efficient as possible. It's a nice little design by El Mango. I probably could have done it without sticky pistons, but it just makes it way, way easier. The reason for the honey blocks is to use those instead of slime. It was definitely a lot cheaper to use that. Top is there, so now the machine is, as you can see, well, somewhere into here, filling up with lava. I don't know where it's all going. Okay, it is going to dispensers. I think it just filled this one first. And one little finishing touch that's completely optional is if you use a mob head, which I have in my shulker box, thankfully, it just puts you in the exact right position to be mining away. If you're any further forward, you could touch that block there, which you don't want to do. And I think I'd also like to make this platform a bit bigger. At the moment, it is quite small, isn't it? And so the empty bucket's going to this chest and the obsidian into this one. The only missing thing now is a beacon, and that is because I'll need the haste 2 effect. My best bet is probably just to steal this beacon. That saves time, doesn't it? And resources too. There we go. I can safely say that this machine is completely loaded up with buckets. So I'll gather up loads more lava, and from there I can get busy converting it into obsidian. Now this gets me about 2,000, just less than 2,000 per hour. And as you can see, once I break the first one, it doesn't reappear until the second one gets broken. That means I'm just mining obsidian all the time at perfect efficiency. So I'll get busy converting as much as I can. As you can see, I've got loads of lava to go at. The obsidian is flowing in, so I can just focus on mining away. And I think now I've got enough obsidian. So I'll load up this shulker box. And we are now down to the final 2 farms. The one that's going to get me gunpowder and the one that's going to get me slime. And the gunpowder one is going to use gas, but in a way that you've never seen before. Because this will be a world border gas farm, which will make it significantly faster than usual. And on a side note, why does my bumblebee refuse to grow high enough? They just all stop just before the observer. I've been trolled by many things. Players, my dog, but never by a plant. My goodness. Why had they all done this to me? Apparently, it's too dark for it to grow that last little bit, so I need more lights. So just give me 1 second as I mine up more glowstone and properly light the farm up. And after doing that, as you can see, straight away, the farm is working. And this chest is filling up with bamboo. And now that that little side project is done, I can begin gathering up everything that I need for the project. And on a side note, I also now have a much easier way to get loads of string. And no, it's not by killing... I'm joking, I'm not going to do it. Instead, if I just fly over this Mesa mountain... why is there a cat? What is going on? Why are you guys up here? Were you trying to escape? Did you think it would work? After what I'm about to show you, it'd be pretty heartless if I did take out those cats. Because down there... I've found a spider spawner, complete with cobwebs too, so there's absolutely no reason for me to not just use this to get all the string that I need. Because in this next build, I would like to use scaffolding, and I'm also going to need dispensers. So first of all, let's completely box this up in darkness. Oh, spiders straight away. I'm poisoned. What a great day this is, because I can get string, and the poison does no damage. Look at it. Okay. Oh, it did half a heart. Oh no, I'm going to lose my hardcore world after 8,000 days. I also can't believe I accidentally built this room off center. Just 1 second. This is going to trigger everyone's OCD. So I'm going to make it even more ugly. To trigger you guys. Excuse me, I'm trying to crack a joke here. As I was saying, I'm going to make it even more ugly to trigger you all even more. You know, I was just like watching YouTube videos on my other monitor, and I didn't realize I was on half a heart there. I'm just chilling, watching videos, and taking these guys out. And I nearly just popped a totem. I reckon I can safely say that that is enough string. What, you guys can follow me down here? Whoa, he's so fast as well. That's actually really creepy. Get out of here. Yeah, I made a secret tunnel to get in and out, but apparently not secret enough. And now I can get busy putting together all the other remaining items for this build. I'm pretty close to having it all. I just need to grab a few extra building blocks for the ghasts to spawn on. And the other thing that I need is sticky pistons, which means I'll have to spend another 12 hours AFKing at this farm to get wandering trade. I'm just going to steal them from this farm. I'm not going through all of that again. And now, with all of these items, we can begin building the World Border Gas Farm, a hybrid of my own design, and also using some of ENX04's mechanics. And come on, buddy, you're coming to the nether. Yeah, everyone wants to see how you... Okay, don't jump out the window! False alarm is okay, although it won't be for long. Don't look at me like that. Here, have a pork chop. All right, buddy. Through the portal you go, and welcome to the nether. I believe this is his first time here. He really doesn't know what to make of it, does he? And we're actually a portal that is on the line for the world border in the overworld. So we've got to follow this until we get to a Soul Sand Valley. I know there was one near my portal, but it wasn't in the right place. So the search can continue. And for once, I'm not on my own. No, I've got a doggy with me, which really does make a nice change. And look at that. We're here. This right here looks like a good spot for the center of the farm. From here, we're going to build up very, very high in the sky. And buddy, be warned, if you try follow me, you might die of fall damage. So maybe stay down there. Once up here, but oh my goodness, what did I say? Right. Be careful. Okay, we're very, very high up. If you fall, there's no afterlife, all right, doggy? It's the end of you. It's an absolute disaster waiting to happen, this. But anyway, for those of you that can relax, this is going to be the little collection system. Let's wind this up a bit. Maybe that'll make it a little bit safer, buddy. Now to build the portal that the ghasts are going to come through. All right, buddy. Don't worry about a thing. You sit down right there, and I'm going to head on through to do some portal linking. We're in a cave. Whoa, part of the portal actually is in the world border. How cool is that? Very, very cool indeed. But we're going to break it. And I would say harvest up all the obsidian, but I can't get to some of it, can I? Then I just need to dig my way. Oh my goodness, it's the X-ray glitch back. It always happens at the world border so much. It's so weird. So weird and so cool at the same time. Look at that little cave. Now to build up right here until I'm very, very high up in the sky. And my portal will be right by a monument too. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Now to build the overworld portal. And this bit's not too exciting. It's just basically a bunch of redstone to control 2 different portals. So I'll very quickly get busy building all of that. And that is now complete. I'm going to craft a bunch of flint and steel to fill this chest. And 39 items are going to go into this hopper, just so it's a timing mechanism. I can put a redstone torch here and a redstone torch here. And finally, I can put a composter right here with a torch on it. Let's head through the portal. Thank goodness, my dog is still here and all okay. So I unsit you. Yeah, you deserve to be able to move around. Just don't move off there. I'm now going to add a bit of glass like this with slabs below and blocks like this. Now, these will keep me safe. You can fit underneath them, so don't be deceived. And now with this bit done, we can go back to the bottom. That's right, buddy. You're coming with me. Okay, he's safely teleported down. Thank goodness for that. And now the portal building can begin. No! Buddy, no, don't go back up there again after falling. How low is his tail? It can't get any lower. He must be on, like, 0 health. Oh, my God. Right, stay. All right, you ain't coming up here while I'm building them. I really thought that could be the moment. I thought Buddy was going to die there. When I saw him falling, I didn't know what to do. Meanwhile, all of the portals have now been done. Well, for now they've been done. When I do the world border aspect of it, there's going to be plenty more. But in the meantime, I'm going to build all of the spawning platforms. And then new platforms are going to be built every 4 layers. Will this work? Ooh, that was kind of nice, wasn't it? Can I do it back to back? Was it a fluke? Oh, it was not a fluke. Apparently, block clutching is now my speciality. And technically, that is the farm completely done. But it's not that impressive. Like, if I head all the way up here, ghasts will spawn, and the farm will work, getting me gas tiers and gunpowder, which I'm so glad to finally have more of, by the way. I can craft more rockets. And it's also a great little XP farm to repair my pickaxe. But it can be improved. I can improve it significantly with the world border. And in order to show you how, I've gone to the border in a super flat world. I'm going to build a portal right at the edge, and then make one that connects to it above the bedrock. Now, if I want to go beyond the border, I've got to head east. I can't because it's in the way, but in the nether, I can still head east. So if I build another portal here and head through, it'll still connect to this one. If I build another one right here, have a guess? It connects to the same one. And if I go really, really far in this direction, I could go hundreds of blocks backwards and build a portal, and it connects back to this one. So this is most effective if you're at the corner point of a world border. You can do so much more with it. Unfortunately, my world were not at the corner point, but if I keep building portals in this direction, because they can't connect to a portal outside the world border, they'll all connect to my farm. This is about as far wide as I can build it, otherwise it'll be outside of the mob spawning radius. And this is also better if you build it in a massive perimeter at the lowest point in the world. But it's still much faster than stacking the portals upwards because mobs spawn more lower in the world. That's all the extra portals done. The only thing that I do need to sort now is all the platforms. Now, I don't think I'll have enough netherrack to do every single one. But for now, I shall build what I can and then head out to collect more. And yes, buddy, you're coming with me. Please don't die in the lava. All right, buddy, I hope you know. Where are you going? Don't just wander off. Hey, come back. I have no idea where he's going. But anyway, I'll leave him to it. And he's gone back through the portal. He obviously did not like this part of the nether. I'll let him off. I couldn't in good conscience force him to stay here and possibly die in the nether. No, buddy, you're staying in the nether and possibly dying whether you like it or not. So yeah, that over there, it's lava. It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Stay where I'm mining and you'll be safe. All right, there's nothing wrong here. No lava at all. Does it stress you guys out, me bringing my dog to the nether? Because that's all I really want to do. Just put everyone on edge. Certainly making me a bit stressed out. That much I do know. Buddy, step back. Oh, hey, you talk about listening to my instructions. I mean, I know he's been sat down for 8,000 days, but he's been in the world as long as me, and he is a survivor. Or is he? Time will tell. No! Get out of there! Get out of there! I saved his life! Oh my goodness, I thought it was all over for you. Oh my word. Buddy, it's okay. Stop panicking. Sit down. Stay still. It's only lava. Why have I brought you here? No, buddy, you're staying in the nether and possibly dying whether you like it or not. He is absolutely panicking. He will not stop running. He's okay. Calm down. Get out of here, you. You're ruining a serious moment. Buddy, it's all right. All right, I brought those for a reason. I thought I'd killed him. I really did. I thought, oh my goodness, that lava would not stop flowing. But don't worry, I was prepared with the fire resistance pots. That's all my blocks collected. And you know what, buddy? After that super stressful situation, I'm going to take you back home and let you go to bed for a bit. Yeah, I think you need it. And I'm going to completely finish building the world border gas farm. And it is done. It should now be getting me way more gas. And, okay, apparently I lied to you guys. I'm blind. I've got sunglasses on. So let me just take them all off. Now, oh, I could see. Oh, I missed the portal. There we go. And I better fill in these platforms too. There we go. Now the gas farm is done. Look at this. I've got some of them waiting for me. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Who's creepier? Me or the ghast? I don't know. Both of us look pretty terrifying. And I can now take them out pretty easily. I've got my sunglasses back on. I'll expand this platform out a little bit as well, just to make sure it's completely safe. And yeah, this will solve all the gunpowder problems that I have. So the main thing that I'm going to use this for is the XP to repair all of my tools. So I shall get busy swiping away. And then we're building a slime farm without any slimes. And that is mission accomplished. Every single tool is repaired, my armor is all sorted, and I can fill up an entire shulker box worth of gunpowder. It's great to be home, sweet home. Within reason, I know not my real home. We'll get there eventually. One of the things that this farm is going to require a lot of is glass. 4,400 pieces to be exact, so I'm going to get busy destroying all of this desert. And then I could smelt all of this, or I could take my newfound gunpowder reserves to make a bunch of TNT. And then I'll grab a few shulker boxes along with iron for pressure plates to get busy destroying this desert in return for a crazy amount of sand that can all be smelted. And I've just realized that I can grab a load of lava and use that to fuel all the smelting. It's a foolproof plan. And it really makes me feel like all my farms have gone full circle. And whilst that's all smelting away, I also need 34 stacks of stone bricks. So with my nice fully repaired pickaxe, I can get busy mining. I need powered rails, and I've run out of gold in my ender chest. So I'm on a bit of a mining mission inside of a mesa biome. I'm also going to add shears to the honey farm so that I'll be able to get honeycomb, and I'm also going to expand it to be a little bit bigger. That is mission accomplished. If I sleep, it'll get rid of the rain so that the bees will come out. And in theory, the shears should mean that I then get some honeycomb. Yep, already we've got 3. And once I've got more, I'll be able to then craft more beehives and expand it. Because for the panda slime farm, I'm going to need over 200 honey blocks. If I keep it at the size that it was, that would take forever. With the extra honeycomb, I can make more beehives now, which can then be dotted around the farm. And after a bit of time, I've successfully filled up every single hive with 3 bees. As you can see, this means that the honey is flowing in much, much faster. And it won't be long till I have all 200 pieces. That should just about beat everything, other than the remaining honey blocks that I've got to wait for. And something that I'm also going to need a lot of for this farm is weak pandas. You see, every time a baby weak panda sneezes, there's a 1 in 700 chance that it drops a slime ball. So if I can get a ridiculous amount of baby weak pandas, I'll be able to build a slime farm. That's the premise behind it. And to really get the process started, I first need to get 2 weak pandas. I thought that was a panda. Turns out it's just a sheep. Or a heavily mutated panda. You just never know. But yeah, that's my goal right now. Find some pandas and then breed them until I get some weak ones. You'd think that'd be really easy with the size of this jungle, but apparently that is not the case. Finally, some pandas have been found. There's actually 3 of them. Are any of them weak? Sadly not. But they are all normal ones, so they could have the gene for it. Let's do a bit of breeding. And eventually, we might get a baby weak panda. I remember breeding millions of these when I was trying to get a brown panda. It's kind of going to be a little bit easier than that, but it's still going to require me to get plenty of bamboo and then get busy breeding. Something I actually forgot, if they're not near a bamboo shoot, they refuse to breed. Look at it, shaking your head. Well, let me sort that out. Now they're all a bit taller, and as you can see, they are properly breeding. And we got a weak panda. Oh, just like that. It just happened there. We'll have to wait for the breeding cooldown to end to get another one. But in the meantime, I can get busy building a portal. A portal that will connect it to the nether roof. And that is baby weak panda number 2. Sheep, do you mind? I need you out of this boat, I'm afraid. Then I can send the adult panda through and the baby one as well. This is very weird. He's having a meal on wheels. Look at it. Why is his head like that as well? What's the angle? Seriously, bro, that is not healthy. But anyway, I've now got to head 700 blocks in this direction. Finally, both of them are back. I can take them out of the boat carefully to not hurt them and trick them to going through the portal. And on this little platform, I've got them both safely into a boat. Next, I'm going to use this dirt to expand the platform. And then I can keep breeding weak baby panda. Okay, oh, sorry. I forgot you need bamboo to breed. All right. Oh, now look at you. Okay, well, at least they produce one. He's safely in the boat. And as I steadily breed more of them, I'm going to build the farm right here. And look who's only gone and spawned in. A wandering trade selling nothing useful. Of course, you're selling nothing useful. I knew it was stupid of me to get my hopes up. But anyway, I shall drop off these materials. Grab my dog. Yeah, have you recovered from the lava incident? Look at him. He's raring to go. That's it. That's what we like to see. But, oh, you want to go in my bedroom? Okay, there you go. You just don't know what you want, do you? You're not going in there because we're going breeding. Panda breeding. Right after I grab all this spare bamboo too. I can also use the bamboo to make a chest. How cool is that? Just like that, we've got a wood farm. I'll place down rafts for the baby weak pandas to go into. And I'm kind of counting on you guys sniffing, dropping a slime ball because I need 7 sticky pistons to build this. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. I've just got to keep periodically checking. And now let us begin building the Great Panda Slime Farm. Now, a big component of this farm is that it's going to be fueled by bamboo. That's so I can keep breeding new baby pandas that will sneeze and give me slime balls. And so right here is the spot where I shall build a massive farm for that bamboo. Harvested by honey blocks. A slime ball! Finally! I've got the slime ball! Every time I come up here, I'm just hoping that the sneezing produces a slime ball because I need about 7 sticky pistons. And finally, I have the first one, which I need to place right here. I need another one there. It's just basically for this fly machine, and there'll be some more up there to make it move as well. And whilst I wait for them to keep sneezing, I can keep placing blocks. Another slime ball. Fantastic. Don't know why I'm getting so excited. I'm literally building a machine down there to farm them, but they're just so rare to get. And no panda. Whoa. Oh, no, another one. What are you guys doing? Yeah, maybe I should make this platform a little bit bigger. Although before that, let's get sticky piston number 2 down. Also just realized I forgot to bring you with me, buddy. I flew off and you couldn't teleport after me. Anyway, let's make this platform much bigger. That's it, buddy. You're in charge of guarding them. We definitely don't want any more casualties. And if you fall off here, by the way, buddy, you will also die. Apparently, buddy thinks he's a panda now. Get out of the raft. What do you think you're doing? Useless dog, always in the way. Ah, and he's back in. You know what? I'll just leave him and focus on building this even more. And in order to get more bamboo to breed the pandas, I can just harvest all this bamboo. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just build that bamboo farm earlier in the video. With all these babies here, if you listen, it's just non-stop sneezing. We've got another slime ball over here. As I said, every 700 sneezes is the slime, so we should be able to get all the ones that we need. And because the boats stop them from being able to roll, that makes them sneeze even faster. Kind of evil, isn't it? Me taking advantage of all these sick baby pandas. But here we have yet another slime ball. Allow me to make even more progress on this machine down here. I'm also now pretty sure that I have enough honey blocks to finish the farm. So that's another machine I don't have to worry about, which is good. And if you're wondering what this spiral is, this is where all the weak baby pandas are going to be. They're going to be in minecarts, sneezing away, and every time they do, the water will push it all the way down to this hopper right here and fill the chests. And by the time they get to the bottom, they'll be adults, so they'll flow into that lava and die. And then the minecart can go up this central spiral, and it'll be reused again. So don't worry, no baby pandas are harmed, but the adults are. But it's a small price to pay in order to build the panda slime farm. Oh no! So don't worry, no baby pandas are harmed. Well, that is very sad. Oh, but we got slime. You know what? Your sacrifice was not in vain. I should really make this platform bigger, shouldn't I? Anyway, yet another sticky piston can go right here. So when the top of this spiral is reached by the minecarts, they're then going to be broken by this cactus, and then they can go back into the dispenser under that rail. I shall also expand this platform a little bit more, because I still need even more pandas. And more slime balls too. What I'm creating right here is the giant baby panda collection system. Above me, adult pandas will be bred, and then the babies will be pushed along in this water all the way into this section where minecarts will pick them up and send them into the sneezing section. So yeah, all of that should work pretty well. And I do still need one more sticky piston. Don't see any slime balls at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bit more breeding. It's very, very hard to get through all of it. Buddy, what are you doing in there? Get out of all of this. Completely forgot about him being in there, the crazy little dog. I'll leave those guys to keep sneezing and come back in a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, I can continue building this bit up. This right here is going to be the minecart track that the player's going to go on whilst they're AFK feeding the pandas. And at that station and this station right here, the player will get restocked with bamboo in their main hand. Otherwise, they'll run out and not be able to breed every single one of these. I've significantly expanded the platform again. And now I'm going to grab more bamboo to breed even more pandas, because I still need one more slime ball. And every single one of these slots needs filling with a weak panda. So hopefully I've got enough. Yeah, this is a lot of pandas. All soon to be imprisoned in my farm. Yeah, I really am the evil one here, aren't I? Anyway, let's continue building. And I'll be honest, I don't know where Buddy is. I know he's in here somewhere. There we go. Hey, you're probably going to die of entity cramming. Maybe that's how you die in this episode. Who knows? Who knows? I'm quickly building this wall just to make sure that there are no more casualties. I'm still waiting for the... Oh, no, I'm not waiting for it. The final slime ball. And right here goes the final piece of water. This middle bit is going to be covered in bamboo because otherwise the pandas won't be able to breed, as you've already seen earlier. If they're not close to planted bamboo, then it simply won't work. Getting the pandas in is probably the trickiest part of the assignment. But before worrying about that, I do need to craft 9 hopper minecarts, which is easy enough thanks to all the iron that I have. And when the machine is harvesting, this is basically how the bamboo gets collected, by the minecart hoppers. There's also going to be one right here to pick up any rogue slime balls from the baby pandas as they're being transported along this stream. This is the minecart that the player will be in when using the farm. And if I quickly push it along here, in theory, yes, this machine starts harvesting all of the bamboo. I mean, just look at it. There's loads and loads and loads, and these hopper minecarts will be picking it all up. They won't be picking it up if they're full. They'll be emptying like that. And all the bamboo that gets collected comes up here and goes into this hopper, where it then gets dispensed to the player so it can be used to breed the pandas. The pandas will be there soon, I promise. And then all of the excess bamboo comes along here, flies off this waterfall, which is kind of cool, and goes into this system where it can get dispensed by the player. There's also a system there to dispense bamboo to the player when the minecart goes across there. So you just definitely don't run out of bamboo. That's basically the main thing, because this farm will just constantly keep replenishing it. And now we can begin Operation Fill Up this machine with 84 pandas. Do you think we have that many here? I hope so. I'm going to need a load of rails to pull this off, and then I'll transport the pandas in minecarts. They get stuck on this block because of the trapdoor. I then break this. They fall down, and they are perfectly aligned. Also, my stuff does get flushed away, but I can quickly pick it up and send the next one into the system. And that's how I'm going to do it. Just repeat this over and over again, filling every single slot up with pandas. And with all of those in, I can now add them in the opposite direction. And at long last, this is the final panda to go into the machine. There we go. We just break this, break the minecart, and then I just need to quickly mine up all the rails, My dog looks lonely. Hello. And at this point, there's nothing really more that I can do. I will make sure that these chests are completely full of minecarts. And we are ready to go. Honestly, buddy, I won't go down there. You'll end up in lava like all the pandas will. So I'd stay well away. Unless maybe that's how Buddy dies. No, just sit down. Because it is finally time for me to put this farm to use. So to begin with, I'm going to flick this lever. And what that will do is keep dispensing minecarts down there. And these are the minecarts that the pandas will go in, and they'll keep sneezing as their babies, and the lava will get them when they eventually grow up. This lever is also going to be flicked, and we can begin breeding. Okay, we just look at the pandas, we hold down right click, and we are going to be breeding all of them. Now this will restock me with bamboo, as you can see, refills my inventory, and then we continue breeding as we go around. Whoa, why is there a normal panda in there? Okay, I've just seen an imposter. And there's one in a minecart. I obviously, you know, moving 84 pandas, there can be 2 mistakes. But all in all, not too bad. So we come back to here, we've got extra bamboo, and then we won't move until that despawns in 5 minutes time, okay? Now, you can see, we've got baby pandas coming along, and all of them will be weak pandas as long as there's no mutations. Apart from that normal panda, which has messed everything up. So for some reason, you were never released. There you go. And I can't believe you're an imposter. I'm going to allow it. Are you a grumpy panda as well? Are you going to attack me? I don't know. I'm going to allow it because I can't be bothered to rebuild the entire train track just to put one of you guys in. Also, what are you rolling around for? You are determined to get past the world border. Well, look, you can't do it, okay? Unless you've got an ender pearl, you're stuck. So, as you can see, baby pandas in here. Look at that. We've got a slime already. And I think it got stuck, actually. But as you can see, the minecarts get dispensed, and I don't know how that slime got stuck there, by the way, but the minecarts get dispensed, and then the pandas get picked up and are slowly going around all of this. Meanwhile, every time you go around the farm, the bamboo gets harvested, so that makes sure you've got plenty of that replenished. And if we do end up getting any slime balls, they'll show up in this chest like that one. So we've got one so far, fantastic. And I better be in position in the minecart, ready for the next iteration, where I once again just hold right click, leading to many more baby pandas being spawned. So that's the premise of the farm. These babies are going to be in here for 20 minutes sneezing away. And so far, there's just one slime ball. There'll be plenty more by the time these get to the bottom. It gets you about 30 slime balls per hour, which doesn't sound like a lot. But considering there's not really any other way for me to farm them, and considering how crazy it is to build this farm, you need so many pandas, I'm pretty happy with 30. So I am going to keep using this farm and see how many we actually have in an hour's time. And that is 1 hour done. I'll turn off this part of the machine, but I still want the minecarts to keep collecting these guys up. And how are we looking? Have I improved? Yeah, this is kind of the evil part, by the way, guys. This is where the adult pandas don't make it, sadly. But like I said, no babies were harmed in the making of this video. And in the chest, I'm very optimistic having 3 double chests. We've got 37. Oh, that's actually more than what was expected. Very, very nice. It's also a bit of a bamboo farm from the dead pandas. That sounds evil, doesn't it? I'm very, very pleased with it. It's one of those farms that I never thought I'd have to build, but it's very, very cool. And I'll now be able to make farms with sticky pistons and slime blocks. But one question remains. At the start of the episode, I said something about Buddy. That is called foreshadowing, because sadly, Buddy will die in this episode. And yet here you are, still alive. Well, we can't let you get away with it, can we? We can't disappoint the viewers, Buddy. So, goodbye. This is the end. Sayonara, old friend. I'm just kidding. I took him on so many dangerous things. Somehow he still survived, and he'll be here for another episode. Hopefully you guys will be too, and don't forget to check out my new bedrock map on the marketplace.